Welcome back, dear students, to video number 3 for chapter 3 of Science Standard 7. In the previous video, we learnt about properties of water, we saw what is density, we discussed anomalous behavior of water. Now let us continue with a few more properties of water. Effect of density. The effect of density can be explained with the help of an activity. Take 2 big glasses of water, add 4 to 5 spoonfuls of salt to the water in one glass and dissolve it completely. Now place a potato in the water in the second glass. The potato will sink. Take out the potato from that glass and put it in the glass in the salt water and observe. The density of water in that glass is greater due to the dissolved salt. The potato floats in that water because of the increased density. My dear students, the same principle is applicable to Dead Sea. If you have heard about Dead Sea, how people float in that particular sea, because the salt content of that sea is extremely high. When the salt dissolves in water, its particles spread in water. Slowly, they become smaller and smaller. Ultimately, they become so small that they cannot be seen. That is, they mix completely with water. This is what is called dissolving. Solute. The substance that dissolves, in this case salt, is called as solute. Solvent. The substance in which the solute dissolves, in this case water, is called as solvent. And solution. What we get when the solute dissolves in the solvent is called as solution. I'll repeat. The substance that dissolves is called as solute. The substance in which the solute dissolves is called the solvent. And what we get when the solute dissolves in the solvent is called the solution. Now a few uses of water according to its properties. Water is useful for water transport due to its fluidity. Water falling down from a height is used to generate electricity with the help of a generator. Water is a good coolant and is used in motor vehicles to control temperature of the engine. Many substances are soluble in water. Water is a universal solvent. Water is used as a solvent in factories, laboratories, foodstuffs, and in various types of biological processes occurring in the body, such as digestion, excretion, etc. Water is useful for cleaning purposes such as for bathing, washing clothes, etc. There are so many uses of water. Water is of extreme importance to us. Hence, we should strive to conserve and save water. My dear students, this was all about water. Properties of water. We discussed properties of water. We saw what is density of water. We discussed anomalous behavior of water. We saw the effect of density. And we discussed uses according to its properties. Now let us move to the next natural resource. Soil. What is soil? The upper layer of earth in which plants grow. A black or dark brown material typically consisting of a mixture of organic remains, clay and rock particles. It is also a mixture of organic matter, minerals, gases, liquids and organisms that together support life. How is soil formed? Soil minerals form the basis of soil. They are produced from rocks, which is also called as parent material, through the process of weathering and natural erosion. Water, wind, temperature changes, gravity, chemical interaction, living organisms, and pressure differences all help break down parent material, means the rocks. You will study about this in detail in higher classes. What are the ingredients of soil? Soil is a material composed of mainly 5 ingredients: minerals, soil organic matter. There are some living organisms in it like microorganisms, some gases which are mixed with air and all is mixed with soil, and some water. Now, properties of soil. Color is an important property of soil. The soil gets its color as a result of several processes. The color of soil near land surface is darker than the color of lower layers. Soil may be of different colors such as black, red, copper, yellow, grey. On the right hand side you can see a picture showing various types of soil on the basis of color. The colors of soil are useful for its classification. The properties of soil such as its fertility, drainage of water, capacity to hold water become clear from its color. The color of soil depends upon its texture and organic ingredients as well as on chemical ingredients like iron, lime. In this case, lime means mineral calcium, not the lime which we eat. Okay, so the color of soil depends on its texture. Texture means how it appears to if we take that soil in our hand and we try to feel it, how does it appear? That is called as texture. Whether the particles are thick or fine or big or small, medium. And organic ingredients. What is the meaning of organic ingredients? Organic ingredients, my dear students, means sometimes dead plants and leaves they fall in this particular soil and they die and decay, and that matter is mixed with soil. So this is called as organic ingredients mixed with soil. And chemical ingredients means minerals which are present in that particular soil. So soil which has more iron will appear kind of reddish. Soil which has more calcium will appear whitish depending upon the color of that particular mineral which is present. Soil which has more copper in it will appear yellowish. Now we have a particular experiment. So let us see what this is about. What we need is 3 measuring cylinders, 3 glass funnels. These are called as measuring cylinders. This funnel over here on top is the glass funnel. Inside you can see the filter paper. Then we need water, fine sand, coarse sand, soil from an earthen pot used for growing plants, etc. We need 3 different types of sand. So over here we have sand, fine sand. Over here we have sandy soil. So soil mixed with sand. And in C we have clay soil or clay. What we have to do is fit cones of the filter paper in the 3 glass funnels as they are shown over here. They are fit in the glass funnels. With equal quantities of sand, sandy soil and clay respectively, we have to put equal quantities of the soil which I told you just now in all 3 funnels. Now place funnels on the measuring cylinder and pour 1 test tube of water into each of these funnels. Over the soil we have to pour water and observe. Observe how much water is collected in each measuring cylinder. This is what it will be seen. In A this much, in B so much, and in C so much. Now what inference will you draw from this? I'll repeat, A has sand, B has sandy soil, and C has clay or soil, clay soil. From this it will be clearly seen to us that A allows more water to pass through, B allows a little less water, and C allows very small amount of water. That means the soil present in A cannot hold that water, it just lets it pass. It passes, all water is passed through. In B, it holds a little amount of water, and C holds a lot of water and only a few drops or a few amount of water is passed through it. That means the water holding capacity of A is extremely less, B okay, and C holds, the soil present in C holds water to a greater extent. This is what we will infer from this particular activity or experiment. Now we are going to see different types of soil. Soil texture. Soil contains particles of different sizes. The texture of soil is determined by the proportion of particles of various sizes in it. Following are the types of soil on the basis of texture. The first one what we are going to discuss is sandy soil. The proportion of sand, that is large particles in, is high in sandy soil. Water drains rapidly through sandy soil. As you can see in the picture, you can see that particular type of soil in a person's hand. The particles are comparatively larger compared to the other types of soil. And as seen in the previous activity, water drains rapidly through this type of soil. It is easy to plow this soil. If you have seen or if you have felt sandy soil, especially on a beach, you will see that you can just put your fingers through this particular soil and an impression is created in that soil. So it is easy to plow this soil because the particles do not stick to each other. They are loose. They are extremely loose. But it is less fertile. As it does not hold water and there is no less organic matter present in it, it is less fertile. This is because particles of sandy soil are made up of mineral silicon dioxide, which is also known as quartz. These particles do not dissolve in water, and therefore the soil has very little capacity to supply minerals. The next type of soil, my dear students, is silt soil. The particles of silt soil are of medium size, a little smaller than sandy soil. You can see the difference over here. Silt soil is not plowable as sandy soil. However, it is much more plowable than clay soil. So this is like a in-between kind of situation. So it is not plowable as sandy soil, but much more plowable than the soil which we are going to study next, which is clay soil. As you can see in the picture, this soil is a little stickier than sandy soil. So that is why it is a bit difficult than sandy soil to plow. This soil contains a large proportion of organic minerals. So it has large proportion of minerals. Its capacity to supply nutrients is much greater. Why is this? Because it has more minerals, so it can supply more nutrients. Silt soil is also called sedimentary soil. Its water holding capacity is also a bit higher than sandy soil. This type of soil, my dear students, is more suitable for cultivation or agriculture. The third type of soil what we are going to discuss is clay soil. The proportion of small particles is maximum. In this type of soil, the particles are minute compared to sandy soil and clay soil. As you can see, it's like clay. This is the type of soil which is normally used by potters to make pot. The particles of clay feel smooth to touch. Clay soil has high water holding capacity. That is why it is extremely sticky, and this type of soil is not suitable for growing, cultivation. Here you can see a few more types of soil. There's chalky soil, peaty soil, loamy soil, etc. You will study about these in detail a little later. My dear students, this is all for now. We discussed about the effect of density on water. We saw what is solute solvent solution. We discussed uses of water. We saw what is soil, what are its ingredients, and we discussed a few properties of soil. The soil texture, 3 types of soil we discussed in detail. This is all for now. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.